Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today for the gorgeous Gemini 2022 horoscope. Well, it's another big year coming up, but it's definitely a more positive year than where we've been in 2020 and 2021. The trend is on the up, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be a complete walk in the park. It is still uphill and down dale in certain respects, one of which is we continue on with Saturn squaring Uranus and all the frustration that brings. And there's a lot of opposite energies, people that are diametrically opposed to the other side. Rather than just trying to join together, it's almost like, be against the person for the sake of being against them or something like that. Anyway, that is something that will, frustrate many people this year. However, there's a lot of good things happening. Neptune sextiling Venus is absolutely fabulous, and that's going to help everybody, including you. We do have 4 eclipses this year, which is more or less normal. We also have Mercury going retrograde 4 times, which is more or less normal. However, for you gorgeous Geminis, Mercury is your ruling planet, so that's going to be major for you. So I'll come to that in a moment. The other really important thing is that the USA is going to be experiencing its Pluto return on February 12. Now, I give you that date, but it doesn't mean that much, although there's probably something major or significant that's going to happen around that date. It will be experiencing Pluto in and out until 2024, and the throes of Pluto's return, we're already feeling it at some level. So we can expect a major polarization and of the population, and we know that's already happening politically, and we can expect more of the same. Pluto is all about manipulation, control and power over other people, addictions, and it really does dredge up all of the obsessions and compulsions from the subconscious. It's about life, death and rebirth. And basically the US, it's 248 years since Pluto was around at the time when the Constitution was being signed, and a bunch of states got together to form a country. And so it's almost like that's going to be rebirthed in another type of variation this time. We can expect that something about the Constitution is likely to be rewritten or reinterpreted. So a new cycle will begin, which will be fabulous. But of course, before the rebirth, you've got to have the death. And that's actually what's been happening over the last few years in the US. Is like something is dying so that something new can be reborn in its place. And it's bound to be better. And there will be, more consciousness and insight around that. So I just got a noisy husband, like he's been gone all morning, but he'll just come in and make noise now that I'm doing this. So not to worry. All right, so now I'm going to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. For the year for you. So that will be interesting. I'll have a look at your horoscope in depth, and then I will do a psychic channeling at the end. Whatever comes out of my mouth, we'll see. Let's go to the main board now. Okay, that's your horoscope that we'll come to in a moment. And I'm going to draw 2 cards. Let's see what comes out for gorgeous Geminis in 2022. Doors opening in front of me. I can see that. That means new opportunities. And then I'm on a cruise ship. So, of course, some of you may be thinking about going on vacation or perhaps a cruise. But this means more than that. Symbolically, it's about riding the waves of your subconscious, okay? And there's some sort of celebration or happiness around it. So it might be a great year to go on a vacation. Maybe. But certainly to get in touch with your subconscious, there is a lot going on here with the two of the eclipses in your 12th house of the subconscious. Okay, the card that comes up is the Strength card. Okay, so this year you're going to be blessed with strength from upstairs, and I feel in a very real way you feel like you've needed it. Okay, with the subconscious here, it's like hidden gifts and things being brought up from your subconscious that you had no idea about in the past. Okay, so let's have a look now at the second card. Oh, that one just fell out. Okay, so we're going to go with that one. All right, she's got the same colour as my nails. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so with Nine of Pentacles, this is about your money supply and being rewarded for what you do. And it's like a step up, okay, because a cycle around your money is finishing almost. We're at number 9, so it's coming to an end. And this is so a new cycle can begin. There's a lot about creativity with this. And she's got this beautiful blue here, and then she's got gold as well. So this blue is, I always associate with Archangel Michael. So if you need a help or a hand in any way, ask for Michael the Archangel to help you out. But this says that a money cycle is ending, so a new money cycle can begin. Okay, so there are your two cards. Now, I'm just going to make this a bit bigger so you can see what's going on here a little bit better. Overview of your astrology. 4 eclipses, 2 solar and 2 lunar eclipses here in your 12th house and your 6th house. So this is like an axis between working, some sort of shake-up in your normal everyday life, perhaps your work or your health or well-being, and also a shake-up in your subconscious or the house of the goddess, and especially with Uranus there, that's going to lend some energy towards letting go of things that have been around in the past, and maybe getting clearer about what you want and what is going on down deep in your subconscious. Saturn squares Uranus. I did talk about that before. And here's Saturn here in your 9th house of the higher mind, growing your life through learning, study, foreign connections and spirituality, squaring Uranus here in your subconscious. Okay, so definitely a big shake-up coming on a subconscious level, which is going to sort of give you a bit of a clean out, I suspect. Jupiter is moving between the 10th and the 11th houses. When Jupiter moves into your 11th house, then you can expect good luck as far as connections, groups and friends go. So that could bring some new friends into your life or new groups. Mercury retrograde 4 times, and Mercury is your ruler. I mentioned that before. So I'll talk about that shortly, and it's important for you to take note of that. Then we have, this one in May, May 10th to June 2, starts in Gemini and ends in Taurus. So that's very strong. Okay, that'll be very strong. Okay, so let's have a look at your horoscope in general. 24th of November 21 to the 12th of March 2022, Uranus squares your MC. This could be making you feel a little bit impatient, and you maybe want to make some risky changes or decisions to alter the course of your life. So when this is happening, maybe, talk to somebody about it, because it's certainly going to stir things up and it's going to inject fresh new energy into your life, and you do need to do that. 27th of November through to the 1st of February, and then again from the 5th of August to the 7th of December, Pluto conjuncts Pluto, bringing up deep-rooted and hidden energies which will be activated. You might remember things from the past that you haven't recalled in a long time. You are driven instinctively to do things, and that's okay. We need logic sometimes, but not all the time. So do try to get the balance between your logic and also your instincts, because they're both important. It's like sometimes you'll do things, but you don't really realize at the time why you're doing them. Okay, it's because Spirit has a higher plan for you that you might not be aware of yet. Up until the 8th of February, we'll have Neptune conjuncting Neptune, which puts your imagination on fire. Your dreams and visions, if you have visions, are likely to be very vivid, and you enjoy fairy tales, mythology, spiritual and metaphysical topics. The astrological influence is not very powerful, and if you're not sensitive, you probably won't notice it. But if you are in the metaphysical area, you probably will notice it. Up to the 10th of January, Saturn conjuncts Saturn, and this means you take your life more seriously and you question major commitments and decisions that you've made in the past, such as, the job you're doing or your career, place of residence, marriage and other important relationships. Okay, it's a time of self-analysis and questioning yourself about the decisions you've made. 8th to the 25th of January, Saturn sextiles Mars, brings cooperation and harmony with co-workers and colleagues. There's likely to be energy expended regarding clubs, teams, organisations, and if you're part of a club or a team, it's going to work quite well, and teamwork and coordination is likely to be successful. Now, Mercury, your ruler, I mentioned before. So we've got the 14th of January to the 3rd of February in Capricorn, plus a couple of weeks either side of these dates for a thing called the shadow period. The 10th of May to the 3rd of June in Gemini and Taurus, so you will be particularly affected. The 9th of September to the 2nd of October in Libra and Virgo. And Virgo is a mutable sign, so that's probably going to affect you as well, extra. And then 29th of December to the 18th of January 2023 in Capricorn. Be especially careful of delays, everything takes longer, miscommunications, back up your devices, technology plays up sometimes, travel plans can go awry, and sometimes people have trouble with their vehicles, so things like batteries and tyres can go belly up with Mercury retrograde. 22nd of January to the 4th of February, Venus trines Uranus, brings unexpected pleasures, new friends, playful, adventurous energy. It's exciting and stimulating, and there's some delightful times ahead of you here. You may want to break from your usual routine. It's time to experiment, be spontaneous, and it's time for a refreshing change of pace. A new romance or revitalisation of a current relationship is very likely. 24th of February to the 4th of March, Jupiter squares Mars. Normally when you see square, you think, uh-oh, that's negative, but not in the case of Jupiter. Often it means that the excess is toned down, so you actually get something that's really beneficial. And you could be feeling more bold, daring and enterprising now. If you do feel restricted by certain circumstances, you will probably feel an urge to enlarge your horizons, which is a good thing. You're likely to break free of limitations. Maybe you seek a new job, look for a new place to live, or you increase, if you're in business, you may increase advertising or look at different business opportunities. 13th of February to the 8th of April, the 16th of May to the 10th of August, and the 23rd of September to the 8th of February 2023, Neptune sextiles Venus. This is fabulous because it's like your heart is just reaching out to other people. There's compassion, sympathy and love, and other people can feel it. So it's like you will help them and they will help you. And if there is somebody that you've been having some sort of issue with, it's likely that the wall between you or the barriers between you are broken down. And then we have Uranus squaring Saturn that I mentioned before, 7th of February to the 2nd of April. and then again around October 4th, but it's not an exact square, it's 30 odd degrees out, but it's close. So, minutes, not degrees, minutes. So it's close. And this means that it's quite a difficult period. There could be frustrations. Things just don't want to work out the way that you planned them. You've got these opposing energies within yourself. Saturn, who wants to go slow, is cautious, likes things to remain, maintain the status quo, wants structure in everything. And then Uranus, that wants no structure, wants complete freedom, very chaotic, volatile, and, very quick. Things happen very quickly, like a bolt of lightning. So you have to sort of work with both these energies in yourself to get the balance, okay? You could have disturbances, annoyances, interruptions, and it makes it hard to stick to your knitting, basically. Then we have 2nd of April to the 11th, Jupiter sextiles Venus. It's fabulous for personal relationships and friendships. You share your feelings and concerns, and other people perceive your genuine intentions, so that's lovely. 16th to the 25th of April, Jupiter sextiles Pluto, brings cooperation with business, government agency, and influential individuals. You will find that you gain cooperation and support from authorities and bureaucracies that may have previously ignored you in some way. Organisations and influential people are more willing to assist you in your personal plans and interests. 30th of April or the 1st of May, if you're in Australia and New Zealand, there's a solar eclipse in your 12th house, which brings new beginnings to your spirituality. It's a time for spiritual healing and renewal. It's a great time to take time out for solitude and self-reflection. Something previously hidden could come to light, and a veil is lifted from your eyes, and there's a new beginning because of it. The 5th of May to the 15th of May, and then the 17th of October to the 13th of November, and then again the 4th of December to the 29th of December. So 3 big hits. Jupiter sextiles your ascendant. This is fabulous. It's a harmonious, enjoyable time. Things run smoothly. Your work is likely to take an enjoyable turn now. Pressures and deadlines are lifted. You could also be asked to attend an enjoyable event or travel. You wish your life was always like this. Maybe you don't feel very aggressive or particularly energetic, but you don't need to be. It's a great time. You're really going to enjoy it. And I mentioned before, Jupiter moving into your 11th house from the 10th of May to the 27th of October, and again from the 20th of December to the 16th of May 2023. And this expands your social life and your general life opportunities greatly. You meet new people, new friends, and they will probably want to help you in some way. You may wish to contribute to society or have closer ties with your own community. The rest of the time it's back in your 10th house of career and life direction. Then we have, so you've been dealing with that through 2021, and it has brought energy in that area. 15th of May, there's a lunar eclipse in your 6th house of work, habits and health. Stuff from the past can be dredged up for transformation. You should take a bit easier, and don't put your health at risk in any way. Okay, maybe you just feel a bit not motivated, or maybe you don't feel very energetic during this time. 23rd of September to the 8th of February 2023, Neptune sextiles Venus. You're likely to have a lot of compassion, sympathy and concern for other people. And people will help you and you will help them, and the barriers come down between you. 25th of October, solar eclipse in Scorpio in your 6th house here, brings new beginnings. You could be thinking about a new job. You've got the South Node there as well, so maybe your everyday habits change. or you look at ways that you can improve your health and your well-being. And then on 8th of November, there's a lunar eclipse in Taurus here in your 12th house of spirituality and the unconscious. You could be living very close to the house of the goddess, I call it. This is where you experience things. Sometimes you can't always sort of describe what your feelings are, but your feelings are more important than logic in this place, okay? So do be cautious when you're dealing with money under this influence, because, sometimes you're just not clear-headed. Your thinking might be a bit vague, or you might be a bit confused about something. But a lunar eclipse shakes things up, okay, and transforms the energy that's deep down within. Okay, so Gemini, that's your horoscope for 2022. Some really positive influences. Yeah, of course, there's always a few, things we've got to deal with as well that are less than positive. But you know what? In the end result, it all works for the highest good. So I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for you in 2022 for gorgeous Geminis. Yes, so doors opening up in front of me. Okay, so I did mention Mercury retrograde, but what I'm seeing here is communications, it's writing, it's snail mail, actually what I'm looking at. And yeah, I do feel those delays, especially if you're in the US. There's something about your postage system. Now, I did hear, of course, that it has slowed down, and a lot of machinery is not being used to sort mail and things like that. There's some major change around your postage and delivery system there that's happening in 2022. I feel like they're bringing in new equipment or something. Like, this is like major. This is going to be like a bit of an inconvenience, okay? I hope they don't do it when Mercury is retrograde. I really do. Okay, so, but it's also about messages within yourself, okay? Your subconscious, and I feel like you're going to pick up your own messages more than ever. You're going to start to understand more about what your subconscious is telling you, because it tells you in symbols. Maybe if you're clairvoyant, then you'll see pictures, and you'll, be able to translate the pictures or interpret the pictures much more easily. There's a child here with a hand up. It's like miss, like in class. Okay, so please do listen to your inner child this year. She needs plenty of time out for a bathroom break. Not sure exactly what that means, but it means maybe, time to get rid of the past, let the past go. And work with your inner child, okay? And this is like a little girl with dark hair I'm actually looking at. Because dark hair, perhaps, it's in the subconscious more, perhaps. That's what that means. But teaching and learning could be significant as well here. I see a kite flying in the air, and yes, it's about having fun. So please take your inner child out to have fun. And yeah, if that means flying kites, that's very good. It means, certainly a kite means getting up higher, looking at the big picture and looking out over the landscape of your life. Okay, so that's it, gorgeous Geminis. I hope this is helpful for you. Please leave a like or share, that would be great, or a comment, and I thank you in advance for those things too. Have a wonderful year. I will see you all again soon, and if you're new, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit that notification bell now. Okay, thanks again everyone. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.